being able to keep this skiff in our garage certainly serves as much more of a blessing, with way more pros than it does cons. I'm able to keep it out of the elements. I'm able to work on it here under the shade of the garage itself. I'm able to charge the battery without too many extension cords, keep cats and squirrels out of it instead of being out in the yard. It is just way more easier to even load it and unload it just by simply being in the garage and out of the elements here in the salt water. However, it does have some cons, and a lot of that is either having to shuffle by to get in and out, or sometimes, truthfully, just loading it. Getting it on the hitch sometimes is a little bit of a challenge. Have to get on the tailgate, jumping up and down, do a little dance, lift it up, lower it, shake it, move it, lower it again, lift it, and then we finally get there. I was thinking about all that and was wondering, how do we connect with God? If I want to go out on the boat has to be fully secure on the ball of that truck so that I can pull it out and safely get to the landing. If it's loose, that's no good. I may not even make it out of the driveway. We can't halfway be connected to God, only needing Him when we need Him, calling on Him when we feel like we need Him. We have to regularly be willing to safely and securely connect to God. Like I mentioned, a loose connection on the skiff that's a disaster waiting to happen. If I make it out of the driveway and turn out onto the road, it may just fall straight down. I may be well on the road, falls off and runs into somebody. It can be the same thing with God, where a loose connection causes us to feel unstable, might be confused about certain things or asking questions. Why did that happen to me? Or why us? I thought about a verse to tie into this, and the one that came to mind is where Jesus is talking in the Gospel of John, chapter 15. It reads, "Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine." Again, this is Jesus talking. "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." This journey of faith starts with a solid connection. This connection is to God, to God's purpose, God's plan, and God's presence. The hitch for fishing means the ability to get out there on this boat. I have to have that hitch in order to get out. And so I think the hitch can symbolize our own commitment to God, being willing to connect and being willing to stay steady. We have to be connected fully, not loosely, fully connected to God. I was also out here, and every time I walk out, I remember that there, on the driver's side, there's lights that don't work. The running lights don't work, the brake lights don't work. In the truck, all the bells and the whistles and the alarms go off, trailer disconnected, all of these things. I know that on this side the wires were too short and they're not connected anymore. It's a simple fix. Just rewire it, give myself a little slack, reconnect it, and it's good to go. And it's pretty simple that they're going to work when they're connected. Again, this is similar to our faith. When we're praying, when we're connected, when we're reading the Bible, we're connected to God, and it's working. And I think about this light only when I need it. Only when I walk out here, only when I'm ready to go out on the skiff, go do some fishing. But I feel like that sounds familiar. That we only pray to God when we need help making that mortgage payment or that bill. We got the diagnosis we didn't really want to hear or plan on. When we just need something. Through our prayer life and our daily faith, we stay connected. In James chapter 4, verse 8, it reads, "Come near to God. Come near to God, and He will come near to you." It's a relationship. When we come near to God, He comes near to us. We don't run around with a short wire, knowing it's not working, knowing we're not connected. Our prayer life and our faith and our daily choice to pick up the cross and follow Jesus is our connection. When we stay connected and allow the continual flow of God in our lives, we see the fruit, not just when we need it, but all around us in all that we do. My last point that came to me as I was out here was we were on the way to Boca Grande on the Gulf Coast of Florida about a year and a half ago, and late at night after a gas station stop, tire on the trailer just blew out. Had to pull over to the side of the road, change the tire as Madison was holding the light for me late at night, trucks whizzing by. And as I'm thinking about that, I realize that these tires carry the load of this boat. And they cover all types of terrain, from interstate to gravel boat landings to potholes, you name it. These tires, again, help us get there. And there's a proper balance to them. Too much pressure doesn't give it enough weight to be able to haul it. Too little, obviously it's not going to be able to go. And so I thought about what's filling us? What's filling you? What's filling me? Is it enough to be able to run the race of each day, day in and day out, from work to relationships? Are we being filled enough to be able to make that race? And so in Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1, it reads, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." Verse 2 goes on to say, "Fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith." Tires take a beating. Again, potholes, gravel roads, speed bumps. Those tires take a beating carrying that load. And the Christian walk isn't all that different. It's not always easy. There's distractions, there's temptations. We can take a beating. But when we find fulfillment in Christ for the journey, and we give ourselves the proper fulfillment and the maintenance that even we need, we're able to have that perseverance and endurance to walk and follow Christ in full connection and in full fulfillment.